So last week I talked to you guys about the three caves in my mind, and that was a little bit my own kind of visualization interpretation. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about something a little bit more commonly known about the mind, about the three minds, if you will, being the thinking mind, the doing mind, and the being mind. So here we go. The thinking mind is the one that's always thinking. And this thinking can be mundane stuff that we do all day. It can be intrusive thoughts, come out of nowhere. And it can be just the kind of things that will get us to be functional human beings in our day. We think about things and we process things and we compartmentalize and we plan our lives and all that kind of stuff. The doing mind is the one where we actually, put effort into something and we do it. So we physically have to move our bodies or, move ourselves from A to B, and then we have to use our senses and whatnot to actually do the thing that we're doing, which is still, a component of the mind. But also how both of these can either play on one another or they can compete. And I found that, for example, if I think of something and then go, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And then I go out and I do it. Now, that can be a great idea or it can be a terrible idea. Fact of the matter is, I thought about it and then I acted on it. And then the reverse can happen where we've acted on something. I think this is a little more relatable. And then the morning after, we think about what we did and we regret it. So they sort of flip on each other. We'll think about something and we'll do it, or then we'll do something and then we'll either regret it or we'll enjoy the fact that we did it and want to do it again and whatever. So it's not all bad, but how these two can play with each other, play on each other. And also sometimes they want to be like dominating. They're like dominating forces, if you will. For me, they want to take over. They don't want the third mind, the being mind, to be enough or to be present even. They don't want that. They want the busyness and the chaos even sometimes, and the external stimulus and the excess of life in general. But the being mind is more like the watcher. That's the title that a lot of great spiritual leaders from around the world are calling it. And I like that because I imagine myself sitting on the front lawn on a beautiful Sunday morning, and a couple of kids are on the lawn playing and fighting, and I'm just sitting there watching them. That's kind of what I see that thinking mind and the doing mind being, like a couple of little kids having at it and playing, with a ball on the front lawn and whatnot. So this being mind is, I can't even explain how true and real it really is without all the noise, where creativity and connection and essence and relationship and calm and serenity and peace and gratitude live. It's where they reside, and it's enough. It's enough. I know that people who seek drug and alcohol, they seek it for the wrong reasons. Obviously, some people in the world can consume once in a while and be done with it, but if somebody's struggling with drug and alcohol addiction and it's taken over in their lives, it's a thinking brain and a doing brain that are running the show. I'm sorry to say. But there is more, and there will always be more. This thing will never die, it'll never go away. You will always be enough. You will always be able to tap into that enoughness or the acceptance of who you really are and what life really is. And this being, it's in meditation, it's in prayer. I talk about journaling to quiet the thinking and the doing mind, leaving us with the being mind, the isness, like Eckhart Tolle would say, of things, of the way that things are. And it's enough. before modern, technology, and all the stuff that we hold in our homes and occupy ourselves with through our senses, through our hands, what we hold in our hands, what we put in front of our faces, what we put in our mouths. Before all that came along, we were fine. We were fine. And I wonder what it'd be like if things were to go back that way, go back to people playing music in the kitchen, or it feels like there was a lot less pills and therapies and that were needed, especially in our children. But anyways, I digress. What I'm saying is this being is the true you. It's you. There's no getting rid of it or losing it, or that it's dead, or there's a hole inside me. No, there's a disconnection to the true you, to your true essence. That's all this is. It's removing all the layers of the onion until you get to the middle. And that I'm so curious about, because I'm only lately getting to really tap into that and what that represents for me, what that means. It's me. It's the real me. Probably the guys sitting on here doing these things, or at least rehearsing them in my mind all week, so these videos can make sense for you guys, and not letting other things like fear of judgment or procrastination come and hinder my project of helping people who might be still struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. You're enough just the way that you are. Just being can be enough. So many things we carry around that we think about are useless and hindering, even. They're heavy. And so many of the things that we do because we just thought about it and thought it'd be a good idea are also, a lot of it, pointless and useless. So I would invite anybody out there who's struggling with that to take 5 minutes a day. First, if you're in a moment, sure, journal and get over that. And then once you've cleared the waters and the dust is settled, sit and meditate 5 minutes a day in complete silence. And let me tell you something, and I guarantee you this will happen, and it's okay. It will be scary and it will be awkward and unnatural, because the two minds now are being put aside. They're being told, here's the land and the sand, stay over there. I'm busy, I'm doing this now. And they won't like that because they like the attention, they like to dominate. But with time, eventually you get better at being, and being still and listening, and just see what comes up. Just see what is on the other side of those two noisy voices. I wish that for you.